I will show you how to preserve tomatoes until winter without pasteurization. First, I'll wash the tomatoes. I will cut the tomatoes in half and clean from the center. Write to me in the comments from which country are you watching me? It's nice to know that we are watching each other all over the world. I will chop the garlic. I will chop fresh parsley. I need clean and wash jars. I put tomatoes in a jar. I add garlic to the jar. Parsley. That's how I'll fill all the jars. I need boiling water. I pour boiling water into the jars to cover the tomatoes. I will cover and let it sit for 20 minutes. Now I need a pot. I will pour the liquid from the jar into the pot. My jars have a volume of 720 milliliters. 1 teaspoon of sugar goes on each jar. I'll put 3. Three teaspoons of salt, 1 for each jar. A few grains of pepper. 3 tablespoons of 9% vinegar. 1 for each jar. I put the pot on the stove and wait for the dressing to boil. I immediately pour this hot dressing into the jars. I'll wipe the top of the jar. I immediately close the jars with sterilized lids. I sterilize the lids for 15 minutes in boiling water. Wrap the jars in a blanket and let them cool gradually. When the jars have cooled, put them in a dark and cool place until use. If you like the video, leave me a heart in the comment and a like. Thanks, friends.
I put fresh tomatoes in jars and use them all winter. As if it was picked yesterday, I will wash the tomatoes first. I choose only healthy fruits. I remove damaged and cracked ones. I need a clean and washed jar. I use a 2.5-liter jar. I put a whole tomato in the jar. I will not cut or grind it. Tomatoes like this can be used for salad and for cooking. Do not fill the jar to the top. I need the juice of 1 lemon. I put 3 tablespoons of lemon juice in the jar. Lemon juice increases acidity and keeps tomatoes from spoiling. I pour water to cover the tomatoes. Wipe the top of the jar. Close with clean and new lids. I need a deeper pot. I put a cloth on the bottom of the pan. I put the jar in the pan. I pour water into the pot. I put the pan on the stove. From the moment the water boils, I pasteurize it for 25 minutes. After 25 minutes, I remove the pan from the stove. I will leave the jar to cool completely in the water. When the jar cools, the center of the lid should sink in. Store the jar in a dark and cool place until use. If you like the video, leave me a heart in the comment and a like. Thank you, dear friends.
I will show you how to preserve fresh tomatoes for the winter. I'll wash it first. I will cut the tomatoes in half and clean the stem. Write me in the comments from which country are you watching me? It's nice to know that we are watching each other all over the world. Now I need clean and washed jars. I will fill the jars with tomatoes. Do not fill the jars to the top. I filled the jars and now I'm going to clean and cut 1 pepper. I chop the pepper. I add a cleaned head of garlic. I add parsley. Now I'm going to make the dressing. I pour 1.5 liters of water into the pot.
I add 2 bay leaves. I add peppercorns. 1½ tablespoons of salt. 3 tablespoons of sugar. I add a tablespoon of 9% vinegar to each jar. I put the pan on the stove. I'll wait for the dressing to boil. The dressing has boiled and I will fill the jars. I'll wipe the top of the jar. And I close the jars with clean and new lids. I need a deeper pot. I put a cloth on the bottom of the pan. I put the jars in the pot. The jars are hot, so I pour lukewarm water up to the height of the lid. I put the pan on the stove. From the moment the water boils, I will pasteurize it for 20 minutes at 80 degrees Celsius. Leave the jars to cool gradually in the water and then put them in a dark and cool place until use. If you like the recipe, leave me a heart in the comment and like. Thank you, dear friends.